When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Adhin fin nas, human being, all of us, does it mean that Hajj is wajib upon the Christian and Jewish and atheists? Because Allah didn't say, وَأَذِّن فِي الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَأَذِّن فِي الْمُسْلِمِينَ. No, it said, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ. Does it make wajib upon the other non-Muslim too? The answer is yes. Hajj is wajib upon everyone. If they meet the condition, yes. Even the Christians and Jewish and all of them, they have to go to Hajj. Hajj is wajib upon them. But when? If they meet the conditions. What is that condition? The first condition that they have to meet is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. When they say this shahadatain, now they have the passport and the visa, they are allowed to come there. But as long as they don't say the shahada, they are not allowed to come there. That is why Allah says, وَأَذِّن فِي النَّاسِ. So the call of Hajj is not for Muslim alone, it's for everyone. But with the condition of shahadatain. When somebody say that, they are welcome to come and visit those beautiful houses of Allah. Those houses of Allah and as well as the Medina, the holy city of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then Allah said, يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا. Rijal, jam'u rajil, means they will come to you by foot. Not rijal, jam'u rajul, no. We have rajul, jam'u rijal. And then we have rajil, means by foot, jam'u rijal, ayvan. يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا أي يَأْتُوكَ عَلَىٰ أَرْجُلِهِمْ. They will come by foot. And amazing, Allah mentioned two ways people can come to Hajj. One is by foot, and one by transportation. But why did Allah tell by rijal, by foot first? Why did He say, يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا? They will come to you or to this house of Allah by foot. This is the reason, because in Islam, every wajib or every ta'ah, every obedience to Allah, the more it's difficult, the more your reward becomes bigger. The more your hardship and obedience of Allah is too hard or difficult, the more your reward becomes bigger. That is why you see our Imam Hassan alayhi salam, all his hajj that he has been to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was all by foot. Sometimes Imam Hassan, when he was to go to Hajj, there come people behind him. They say, Ya Ibn Rasulullah, come, we have right for you. We have horses. Imam Hassan say, no, I want to go by foot. Why? Because listen to the hadith. They say anybody who goes to Hajj by foot, every single step that he steps, how much does he get? 700 hasana, good deeds. 1 foot. That's one step towards the Hajj. 1 foot Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives him 700 good deeds. But if I go by car, or I go by, let's say, airplane, how much do I get? They say you get 70. Now you compare between 70 and 700. That's a big difference, huh? So here between the parentheses, we see some of us, especially people here from the United States, when we go to Hajj, we are expecting Hajj like a vacation. You know, you think that we're going to Hajj, like we're going to, let me say for example, like Paris, or like it's going to, let's say, Rome. So he expects what? Luxury. I'm looking for 5-star hotel. I'm looking 3 times daily buffet. No buffet, no Hajj. Allahu Akbar. You go there, no 5-star hotel, it's like his Hajj will not be accepted. The best Hajj that Allah accepts, it has to be 5-star hotel. There is a limousine in front of the building. MashaAllah, AC, air conditioned. He goes to Hajj. Everybody has to give him pass when he comes, because he's coming from the United States. Everybody has to respect. Everything has to be perfect. No perfect, my Hajj is not good. He goes to Muzdalifah, where people sleep on the floor. Oh, is that a hotel? Where's the hotel? Said, no, that's where we're going to sleep. Okay, what? Here? Yes. He's expecting so. MashaAllah, 5-star hotel in Muzdalifah. MashaAllah, with the beautiful couches and TVs and all that. Look, when you go there, they give you some papers, newspaper, even lay down here. Muzdalifah, you have to spend a night here. What is my bed? I say, you know, this is your bag that you're carrying, that is your pillow. A'udhu billah. He's thinking that this is a torture. Why? Because he's thinking that Hajj is that form of vacation. I'm just going there to enjoy. Hajj is to go there and become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hajj is an invitation by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when I go there, everything that I will do in order to become closer to Allah should be welcome. Whether it's buffet or without the food, who cares? As long as that closeness to Allah will be earned, that should be the priority. But unfortunately, some of us, we're looking for something else. So Allah said in the Quran, يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا, Ya Ibrahim, they will come to you by foot. وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ. الضَّامِرِ الْحَيَوَانِ الضَّعِيفِ. A weak animal is called ضَامِر. Why weak animal? Because any part of place that you might be in, when you come into Mecca, horses, camel, donkeys, any animal that you might ride, by the time they get to Mecca, they will be weak and tired. Why? Because Mecca is all about mountains. So animals, when they go in, they have to climb and go down. Up and down, up and down. So by the time they get to Mecca, what happens? They are weak and tired. So Allah said, يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ. That by the time the animals or horses get there, they are very, very tired. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ضَامِر, which animal? And then Allah said, يَأْتُوكَ مِنْ كُلِّ فَجٍّ عَمِيقٍ. They will come to you, Ya Ibrahim, and amazing. Allah said, يَأْتُوكَ. Means every single year they'll come to you. But what? From far away, far places. And today when you go to Hajj, that's exactly what is happening. People come from different countries that you never even heard of. Places that you never even think of, they come to that house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the ayah. Now, before one goes to Hajj, there are certain preparation one has to make sure that he puts into consideration. One has to put in front of his face and consider those things. The first thing of those, number one has to make sure that he or she has wrote their wasiyah, will. If I go to Hajj, yes. Number one, going to Hajj or not going to Hajj, writing a will is mustahab. But it becomes wajib when I owe someone penny. And I say this everywhere. That is important, especially we who live in the United States. Everyone has a credit card. You have mortgage. So it becomes what? Wajib. If you owe someone a penny, you have to put it in writing. So it's wajib. Before, when I say I'm going to Hajj, I have to make sure that I put everything in writing. By the way, between the parentheses, how do you write a will in Islam? Just Rusul Aklam, quickly, and then we come to the point, which is the first part, in terms of preparation towards Hajj. The first thing is will. How do I write a will? The will is divided into 4. Number 1, it's called Haqqullah. Haqqullah, the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's called Wajibul Mali. Any right of Allah that has to do with the money. Which is number 1. Like Khums, Zakat, Nazar, Ahad, Qasr. Any money that you owe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to make sure that you put it in writing. It's called Wajibul Mali. And wajib, that it depends, is on money. That's 1. Number 2, after you finish with this, then you come to number 2, which is called Wajibul Mali wal Badani. The second wajib is the wajib that has to do with money and the body. The first one is just money, like zakat, like khums. The second one is the wajib that has to do with 2 things. 1 is the money, and the 2 is as your body. The example of that is Hajj itself. Because Hajj requires two things. One is money. Two is when you go there you have to physically